done a couple of laps here. Watch how Daryl Hutton, particularly around the bottom part of the track here, really just gets nice and tight. Now coming out with a lot more speed.
I'll tell you what, I just caught out of the corner of my eye, Chris Edmonds down here watching the whole thing. He's wanting to keep an eye on this boat. He wants to know this rotation. And, of course, there's no better person to watch than Daryl Nutsy Hutton. And Mick, he's been with him together, with him racing for so many years. Great to see these two back over here. Daryl getting on the business and getting on it early.
Yeah, really doing a great job in this brand new... Oh, Daryl Hutton, that is out. Oh, Daryl Hutton, you could see it all the way from the top there that was going to get unstuck, and that is not the way that you want to do it, ladies and gentlemen. That is a danger, Will Robinson.
One of them's clapping their hands in there, so good to see. But talk about the deep end drainage. We might need a bit of deep end digging down there shortly, because it is all happening down there at the hairpin, the first of the Superboats, and there's going to be many more.
Yeah, look, that actually was a bit of an issue coming right from the top of the track. Daryl Hutton got in too close to these two islands on the crowd side here at Shelterview, and then had to run out a little bit wider, and then all of a sudden set himself up so wrong. Didn't open up that apex for that hairpin at all, and just went in way too hot. Got plenty of put in here as we now move down to the Ghost. Let's hope that Phil Dick and Hayden Digby Smith has certainly gone out with a lot more confidence this time out.
Oh, the Ghost, he gives her a bit of a shake. He's just trying to rattle around.
Oh, no, wrong way. And into
out.
the wall. He was lucky they didn't go down to that dip into the fence. And that is another one out, ladies and gentlemen. Just slid beautifully across the track.
You know, the big thing too, it is a superboat, it's a big block, he's got all the horsepower in the world, and it is a bit scary. He had a bit of a flutter. I'm not sure if that engine actually cut out or not, but he certainly took a second guess with the steering wheel, and lights out, and he went. Righto, Aaron Hansen, Julianne Shanks. The name of the boat is Wide, and keep wide, because this will absolutely go. Aaron is not here to muck around. He's been around many years racing boats, but he's certainly done well on this boat. These two as a pair back this season after a couple of seasons off, so he'll get into it. 500 cubic inch. A little bit ginger off the line, actually.
Yeah, he was very gentle then. He's right into it. This boat throwing up a lot of water off the turns, as you can see, just but pushing through the water, plenty of power just to push through that water, or the big ease off into that right-hander, but it worked very effectively for him.
What he's done is he's nozzled that jet unit right up, so the nose of the boat, the bow of the boat is down the water, pushing a lot of water. Beautiful into that hairpin. Listen how the engine didn't change.
Yeah, that is great work through the hairpin. You've got to be a lot of noise going through there. You need the water going through that jet unit to make the handling work better.
What he's trying to achieve is you lose a little bit of speed by pushing a bit more water, but through this rough stuff of water, if you can get that bow down, it means it'll handle. So you got to give a little to get a little, and that's exactly what I'd say they've done between races.
And a 51.635, 51.635. Good time there for Aaron and Julianne. And it's Sam Newdick, the only Ollie Silverton, the only sub 50 in the Group A at the moment.
Yeah, unbelievable. Actually, you're right. I thought he was right there going to get another sub 50, but no, at the moment, Ollie Silverton laying it down in Group A. Superboats coming out. Let's see
Blake Ryan now, he really needs to get this rotation sorted. He got it wrong last time out. So he and Cassandra Norman Noble have sat down in the pits between runs and said, righto, this is what we need to achieve. This is how we're doing it. Gives himself plenty of room down the bottom part of the course, and not pushing it too hard either at the moment, Blake.
Nah, using his mind here. He's doing the right job. Just ease off a bit of throttle, get a couple of good runs on the board. That's what he needs. He's just had a little bit of confidence sucked out of him. Beautifully out of the hairpin. Kept it loaded up, kept the speed on. This is class, Blake. We need him to land a couple of good runs before lunch, and then we'll be all on after lunch.
Yeah, that's right, mate. And the Bars Bugs machine, and a great product as well. I throw it into my windscreen washer bottle back at home, and certainly very effective as Blake Bryant and Cassandra Norman now across the line. And we'll get a 52.164, and Blake Bryant still plenty more in that to go.
Oh, loads. That Kendrick engine they've got on there, naturally aspirated. You could hear he wasn't pushing it super hard. So
yep,
that's
wanted to get that
smart
rotation back again, didn't he?
This is the one we're going to listen. We don't want the flutter. Have they got the flutter sorted? Because here it comes, the Mina Machina.
Oh yeah, massive. One of the crowd favourites right around the world of jet spreading.
You never used to have to say a lot when this boat's out. Richard knows this track back to back. It's his track. He's in his own boat. Oh, there it is. That's the word we heard.
Wow. I tell you, that is just incredibly quick at how he's going about that. The boat cutting out there for a split second down the bottom part of the track eased him into a situation that was very uncomfortable, and he managed to get out of it.
Wow. They'll be he'll be frustrated now. You can tell by the way he's driving that up there. They really are chasing this gremlin that they've got to get out of the way. So I think for them to go further and really push the confidence on this boat, they need to find out what it is. It certainly sounds fuel related. Something's happening right up there when he loads up that full throttle.
Yeah, that's there it is again. Oh, that is just a nightmare. 55.964. You are never going to be able to drive that boat at confidence when that is happening, and this is just showing right on the time.
The only bonus I'd say to them, it's actually getting worse. So hopefully whatever they've done, if they've made any changes, maybe they're on the path, because that definitely got worse that time around.
Yeah, it did, and look, very disappointing, because they had a bearing season, the jet unit at Featherstone. The boat not quite operational at the first round, so they're still chasing their tail a little bit. Dave Simmons and Millie Simmons now, Link ECU.
Of course, Dave and Millie, they'll be coming off a big high last time out. First podium for a long time. They didn't know when it was going to come again, but look at him. He's just attacking this course early. Round into the sweeper. Aramex. Beautifully done.
Yeah, so Dave and his daughter love the way they're going about it. Really started to come on strong in this 22-23 season into the deep end drainage heading. Oh, grabbed a little bit of the inside.
Oh, mate, I thought Millie was waving at us here at one stage, but she was so aggressive going into deep end drainage. Here we go, a little bit of rough water. No problems at all for Dave and Millie.
Oh, plenty of noise, plenty of power. There's no doubt about it. This boat producing over 1,000 horsepower into the line now. Good time, 52.894. 52.894 for Dave and Millie Simmons.
Oh, no, they'll be super wrapped with that. As I said earlier, they flew some stuff over from America. Worked on this boat Christmas Day. I believe they were still working on it yesterday. So for it to be at the course here and doing what it's doing, it's good news.
So Santa actually jumped on the sleigh, and on his way he dropped off a few parts. That's pretty good.
Well, I thought you were Santa, as we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
So,
well, I was busy, but yeah, I took a side trip, but whatever's best for jet spreading, mate. You know how that rolls.
Oh, mate, here we go.
And a bit later, we've actually got to do the song that the Novus Auto Glass people wrote, the jingle.
Oh, I did.
We do need to do that.
Speaking of jingles and mouth fresh, the best tasting toothpaste in the world. Here he comes, Mad Dog Rob Coley, Ange Coley sitting beside him. Watch this. Oh, they've got a bit of water coming out of the back of the jet unit in the KV. I don't think they've got a loose pipe, something going on there, but we've certainly got a little bit of loss of pressure coming out of the back.
Yeah, certainly trying to keep an eye on where, he's coming out in some weird places, isn't it?
Yeah, mate, he's certainly, something's not right in the back. Won't affect his run, but he's certainly going to lose a bit of jet unit pressure. The pressure's what he needs when he gets to the final. Oh,
they're going the wrong way.
Oh, this is not good. Just needs to calm the farm. He doesn't realise he's gone the wrong way. He's coming down to the hairy pin, and it's the deep end hairy pin. No, he's going to give it a miss.
No.
He's just going to carry on round.
Yeah, completely got that all sorts of confused.
Oh, well.
And I dare say that the mechanics will be having a look back there and working out what's going on. So...
yeah, that jet unit, have a quick look at that, guys. You've definitely got something loose at the back or an O-ring gone. So that will be one to have a look at.
And a big good morning there to Hokie as well, and Andrew, Mr. Amos, he's floating around. Great to see you just supporting the sport, mate. And really, really good. Mike Simonson there, he's jumped in online. People around the world, mate, they're sending messages everywhere. They're listening to us on the live stream. The KV and Shrek commentary team. And it is now Ruben Hoxema in the 2JZ Racing outfit.
The Flying Dutchman, it's a 6-shooter. The old 6-cylinder Toyota, he's got the big Toyota all over it, and listen to her. He needs to wind her up and keep this thing throttled down. He's a couple of hundred horsepower down on everyone else, but he will keep the lights going. But have a look at the size of Jen. The little Jen sitting beside her. Yeah. She looks like a midget.
Oh, didn't that walk sideways? That was a crab walk. Oh, that's upset him too. He sent it really wide and deep, heading around to the left-hander at PSP. So, this boat nut's running off song, is it?
No, it just coughs and farts. It's got a very big turbo booster on it. He needs to get the anti-lag wound up on it. Here he comes, bringing it home. Oh, he's over the line with a 53.274. Not a bad time. Little Jen Nairn, her first time in the seat. Have a look at her. She must be going, what's going on?
Well, I
here?
don't know that she'd be able to see over the dashboard of the boat to actually help with navigation.
Oh,
but,
unbelievable.
Yeah, she does need a box to sit on, perhaps.
We'll keep an eye on that. The Flying Dutchman and
I
the
love the
6-shooter.
smell of that methanol, mate. It's just out of the Flying Dutchman. We can just smell it up here. Oh, check this out, Robert White. Oh, this could go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Keep an eye on this one.
We've already had 3 DNFs in the Superboat. Oh, he's taken a guess already, and that's just going up the top there.
Yeah.
Everyone having a little bit of a brain fart out there real early on. There he goes. He gets on the throttle, gives her a bit of a boot. He's certainly relying on the navigator 100% at this stage. This is the one that's caught a few.
Yeah, geez, he got out of there last time around there. He got himself in all sorts of trouble, did Robert White. Now in qualifying round number 3 for the unlimited category. That's a better go at it. What's the hairpin going to offer? Not bad, not bad. Plenty of power to get out of it too.
Came in very tight. I thought he was going to push himself wide. He did go wide, but he had enough water to use it. Through the little in to go, straight through the mouth fresh. Round MTW, Mike's Transport Warehouse. Remember, keep him a yo. Aramax Sweeper, now coming home.
Oh, where's he going? Robert White, he's all over the place.
Oh,
he didn't need to cut those 2 islands. Now he needs to go right up the top part of the track. You can't do it through there, Robert.
No.
You've got to go up the top, right up the top, and come back again if you want to complete that lap, because you've got to come from the direction in which you were meant to travel to rejoin the rotation. And he's kind of taken off between the 2 islands in front of us here, and then come back between the 2 islands. That is, you can't do that.
Oh, mate, he strapped through the hip joint. I couldn't believe it. It was just a tweak of the wrists, and he did well to actually recover it and get back in the water.
I thought he was going across mouth fresh and into the spin-out pool.
As you said when he came out, he's one to watch all day. There's certainly a few characters in the Superboat class, and they will be excitement plus.
Sam Newdick for Sun Tough, Biolytics, GJ Gardner-Holmes. Now this man leading the championship, the reigning unlimited champion. So he came out last time with a 50.5. What will he produce this time? I would suspect at the moment he will go sub 50. Sam Newdick traditionally just creeps up and up and up on it.
Oh, he's all class. The smiling assassin, there's no doubt about it. Sam Newdick, Sharma Putunui. This is looking like a blinding run. The boat's sitting on rails absolutely around that Mike's Transport Warehouse sweeper. Now up Aramax. straight back down the front. No problems at all with his driving.
Oh, smashes sub 50 with a 48.287. There's got to be low 47s in this, maybe high 46s at the end of the day.
Yeah,
having a look at that.
Mate, I called a 47 earlier, and I'm wondering now because that has come out real early. But
wow,
he's certainly all class. He's just throwing it down. These guys are going to have to hunt him down. He's sort of pretty annoyed with himself for going a little bit easy, I think, at Masterton and got caught. Rob Coley, Mad Dog, did him right on the finish.
Yeah, that's right. So Chris Edmonds now in the Broken Arrow. Toby Edmonds doing the navigational duties. And I tell you, Chris Edmonds, he just doesn't care. We saw him in Australia last round, and he got on the podium and he went, "No, that was a bit of fun." He goes, "I don't really care about being on the podium. I just love having fun."
Oh, he grabbed every bit of water there, but he's not scared of the throttle. Chris, this is going to be the one I want to keep an eye on. Down to the deep end hairpin. Oh, he's hit that hard.
Yeah, and he got out of it. Wow.
Mate, I think it was the speed that got him out of that because he was in deeper than the deep end there. But he got away with it. Anyone would think this is the final.
Oh, no, geez, Chris Edmonds really coming on very quickly, but he's had so much experience jumping in and out of various boats lately.
Check out the time.
No way, 48.811.
Oh, give
Chris
him a round of
Edmonds, I'll
applause.
tell you what, Sam Newdick, you are not going to have it your own way. That's only 0.6 difference. The third time that Chris Edmonds has run this boat.
He just bought it. He just got it.
Yeah.
He's loaned it out.
Third lap.
Oh, mate.
Oh, we've seen back home in Australia, him just jumping in and out of boats. He's jumping in a blown engine. Then he's jumping into a boat with about 800 horsepower. Then he's jumping into something with 1,200. And the blown thing's got 2,000. And now he's in this thing. And he's just adapting just so quick to all of these different rides.
The best thing is...